Hello and welcome back to the Circuit Media Podcast with me, Billy Boy Fabian. I am with Brad Jones. How you doing, Brad?
I'm good, mate. How are you?
I'm superb, buddy, superb. Been looking forward to getting a podcast done with you, mate. You're doing big things at the moment, but let's go back. Tell the fans how you got into the fight game. What's your background?
Well, I first started off with the charity boxing because me and my lass at the time, well, I'm back with her now, but me and my lass at the time had went through a tough breakup, and I just lost my head completely. Mental health took over, and I went down the wrong path, gambling all the time, drinking, you name it, and ended up with a load of debt. But I had a son who I had to keep fighting for, and then I had a daughter on the way at the time. So I thought I had to get something sorted. And I seen one of my pals actually, he was doing charity boxing. And I thought, you know what, fuck it, I'm going to give it a try. So
Yeah,
got into that and I sorted my head out, like right out straight away. And I had my first fight and I was back on track, won that. And then I'd done a second charity fight to keep it going. And I was actually back with my lass by then and had my daughter. So everything went well after that. And then I had a third charity fight and I thought, fuck it, I'm going to go that next step. Got in touch with Grant Malloy, who took us on straight away. Had a fight on some good shows and went from there.
yeah, brilliant. Going back a bit, when you first got onto that charity show, and you were obviously looking for some sort of self improvement, some sort of change, what was it that you think you found with boxing?
It's nothing about the physical bit, it's just pure mentality.
Yeah.
Like, I
Do
think
you
it's
think?
like, it,
Do you feel like it's like the discipline that the training, um, like because with boxing, you always see positives no matter what, whether it's training, whether it's daily exercise, whether it's fight day. You always see positives. Do you think that's something that you tended to go towards?
yeah, because like obviously the mental part of it as well, like it keeps your mind active, it keeps it on
Yeah,
something else. Like you're not thinking about doing this, like you're thinking about going and boxing, you're thinking about how you can train, how you can improve on this, how you can improve on that, what combos you can do, who you can fight, what you can win, what
yeah,
shows to go on, and just constant like keeps your mind active. And
yeah.
even if you get bored, just go to the gym, train.
That's the one. You do everything properly. I've watched you train for a while now. Obviously, you were supposed to be on my previous show, but your opponent did well. He didn't turn up. Then he did turn up. Then he didn't turn up. And yeah, we
Yeah, that's the one.
So you mentioned Grant Malloy. You train with Grant Malloy. Talk to me about your training, where you train. Talk to me about the team.
I train at O'Toole's gym in Baker, Newcastle. It's got a good team, really
Yeah.
good team. It's one of the best gyms in the UK. Um, but I fight under Granty Malloy Boxing as well, who's obviously Grant's own like team. Um, but just up on the rise.
Do you
Um,
feel like the team that you're with and the gym that you're at, the training you get, do you feel like that's a big part of your progression recently? Do you reckon? Do you feel like that's been what you needed?
yeah, definitely because with the team I'm in, it's not just boxers meeting up, doing training, boxers sparring. It's like we're all boys.
Yeah.
We're all just like one of the lads. We all look out for each other. We're like a big family in this group. So like,
It's I always try and tell young boxers to join a team, join a gym. Don't listen, training independently, that's fine. But I feel like when you know you've got to have somebody's back and they've got to have your back, I feel like you take it more seriously. Do you know what I mean?
yeah, 100%.
Yeah, man. So, talking about Fight Club promotions, bad intentions, you are up against Connor Wales for the gloved super featherweight title. So, what do you know about Connor? Talk to me about the fight.
I'll be honest with you, I know fuck all about Connor. Um, Obviously you just give us a name, as I agreed, because
Yeah,
that's what I do. I don't care who I'm fighting. You give us a name, give us a date, give us like all the like details, and I'm there. I have looked into a few of his fights. I know he's fought up here a few times. But I don't really know much about him.
Yeah, to be honest, you two are kind of the same. To be honest, it's give me a name, give me a date, let me know what I'm getting paid, and I'm there. I mean,
Yeah,
you two are exactly the same there. I think. See, I do know a lot about you both. You're both very, very talented, skillful fighters. A lot of the fights on this card, I've labelled they're going to be wars, they're going to be battles. Don't get me wrong, I feel like at times this will be a war, but I feel like this is going to be a technical showing of the skill set you both have. I think this is going to be a brilliant technical fight. I think it's one I'm personally looking forward to. So, like a dream matchup for me at that way,
yeah,
personally. So it's a good fight. So obviously you're going to go in there with full confidence.
yeah.
Obviously, don't tell me too much, but how do you win? Do you win?
Of course I win. There's no doubt about it. Like no disrespect to the lad. Like he's took the fight, his game. Like there's no losers in the game. Like getting in the ring, whatever. Like you've already won by getting in the ring. Because boxing's just it's not about you versus the opponent. It's about you versus you. And if you've
Yeah,
got the balls to get in the ring, you've already won that battle. Um, but I do think I do get my hand raised at the end of the night. Well, furthermore, I know I do. Um, whether it's knockout, whether it's points, whether it's a stoppage, whatever, that's just for me to decide on the night. However I feel.
I feel like that's a sign of since you've been in this sport, you got in it for your mentality. I think that's a sign that your mentality is just upgraded and upgraded and upgraded. The more training you've done, the more fights you've had, the more experience. I can see the confidence coming through you. So highlights. I like to ask fighters about highlights in their career. So far, I know it's a short career. You're progressing very fast. You're a young lad. What's been the highlight of your career so far?
Well, I've won one belt on a show, um, but my highlight's probably not even about fights. It's more like growing a fan base, like
Yeah,
growing supporters, meeting people in the like industry, like like meeting big names, like building a relationship. Like that's like since starting fighting. Like before I started fighting, like I didn't really have like a like big mentality to like go out and speak to people, meet
yeah,
people at shows. But since starting then, like I've met big names like, in the fight game.
yeah.
So fight game.
I've always thought with on the circuit. Listen, there's a lot of people on the circuit, but it's a very close knit sort of family. We've all got the same mentality, the same passions, the same likes, dislikes. So we all, unless there's obviously a few donuts in the pack, but we all sort of get on whenever we see each other at events. We all get on.
Yeah.
Um, my next question for you is: I've seen you do quite a lot of social media lately. You've got quite a lot of sponsors backing you. Talk to me about your sponsors.
Well, I've got two main sponsors, which are Eddie Baldwin at Origin of Ink. He does my tattoos. Um, he is the best in the country, hands down. I've got a good relationship with Eddie. He's more like he started off as just a tattooist to me, but ever since progressing, one day I asked him if he'd sponsor us,
Yeah,
and we went from there. And since then, we've grew like more of a friendship than a sponsorship partner.
yeah,
Um, so me and Eddie do get on really well. And then recently, I've got a second main sponsor, who is Denton Travel. They specialise in like trips, coaches, and minibus hire. They also do MOT testing, I believe. Um, they are really good as well at what they do. Quite reasonably priced. They do a few package deals. And I've got Drip London who do jewellery, including this one. Um, they're a sponsor. They were my first sponsor actually, who helped me actually get onto the boxing scene in the first place by sponsoring my charity bout. I've also got who else have I got? This is where it gets hard. Um, who was it? 1 minute. I've got
anyone that you do forget, we can put in the link in the comments anyway, because the reason I talk about sponsors is because I feel like, and you've just kind of put it perfectly, sponsors are not just there to give you kit and give you money. They're there to go on the journey with you. They become friends. They become part of the journey. They are memories in the journey. So I always like to give a bit of space for sponsors, because without them and without the support, talking about support, are you going to have a decent support coming to watch you bring home that belt?
Fuck yeah.
Oh, yes. Well, tell people where you can get the tickets from. I'll tell you how much they are, just in case you forgot. Standard tickets, £35. You can get ringside VIP tickets for £45.
Well, everyone can get tickets from me. Just message me on Instagram, message me on Facebook, anything. If you've got my number, ring us. I'll sort tickets out. And bish bash bosh, let's turn up, bring a fucking army. I want to fill out the venue. How many does it hold?
I think it's 450 max cap. So 450 it will hold. So it'll be a very, very decent atmosphere. Let's just say that.
So as soon as I walk out, people there, like the ring announces my name. Sure to fucking hear everyone.
Oh, yes. I'm telling you now, the atmosphere is going to be brilliant. We're expecting a sellout crowd for this one. The card we've put together is phenomenal, and I'm saying that as a fan, not as a promoter. Apart from obviously your own fight, is there any other standout fights you've seen on the card that you're looking forward to watching?
Well, I'm looking forward to cornering Jack Thompson versus Anthony in their rematch. Jack hasn't actually fought since Anth, I don't think, because he went on to spend more time with family. So I'm hoping to get him back into training. And he said that the only way he would return is for that Anth fight, because he wants a rematch. So I think with the right training, we can get him in, and it will be a better fight than the first one. I'm trying to think of who else is on the card that I know of.
We'll definitely be getting Jack and Amp on the show. I watched that fight a fair few times, and listen, before the knockout, your boy was performing well, very light on his feet, picking his punches well, not rushing in. It was a good fight. Things like that happen, but I'm not going to speak too much on it, because obviously I plan on getting them both on the podcast. But listen, it is a superb card. We're adding a few more on. For me, this is the dream card I could put on. Now, you boys have obviously got to do the work on the night to make this the dream show. That's what it's looking like. Well, listen, Brad, we have run out of time. If there's anything else you'd like to say beforehand, anyone you'd like to thank for supporting you so far?
Well, I'd like to thank all my sponsors, all my supporters. Thank my family, like my fiance and my kids, for putting up with a moody Brad through training camps, a snappy Brad through not getting fights over the line, and me being stressful when it comes to last minute ticket sales. Thank all my sponsors. In fact, I've actually got another 2 sponsors that I forgot about who's just come on board. I've got Ash Visual Studio, who does like graphic designs. That's who does my graphic posters and stuff. And I'm in talks currently with someone who actually sponsors your show.
Okay, brilliant. I think I know what we're talking about.
Yeah, so I'm actually in talks with them at the moment, and hopefully get something over the line with them. That'll be one of the biggest sponsors I've got on board.
Oh, yes.
So hopefully that goes well, and hopefully
superb. Well,
Conor Wales, you get knocked out.
That's it. Well, listen, lovely. You've done it for me. I was about to say, do you have a message for Conor Wales? But you just ended it quite well for me. So listen, this is Brad Jones, the Diamond. He is facing Conor Wales on June the 6th in Consett at Molecular Fitness Gym. We are about to take over. This is Fight Club Promotions, Bad Intentions. Brad, you've been a legend. Thank you, buddy. Everyone, please subscribe, please share, and as usual, keep supporting. This has been Brad Jones. Cheers, bud.